Hello, I'm Rico Cavella, and this is my co-host, John Jew. Say hello, John.
Hello, everybody.
So we want to welcome you to our new show entitled The American Wellness Revolution. It's all about transforming America's health crisis. So thank you for being here and supporting this critical cause. So I want you to know today's show is all about the first step that we need if we are going to uh, solve this health crisis. It's all about how to create positive mindsets so that we can create the lives that we all want to see. So it's all about positive mindset. So stick with us. It's going to be a real good one. So John and I have teamed up to get this critically important message out to as many people as possibly. As you may know, we have a serious health crisis in America, especially with our elders. So many people are dealing with so many chronic illnesses, and they're becoming old and sick and dying way too young. So we're here to let you know that this does not have to be your fate. We're going to show you why this is happening and what you need to do and what you can easily do to reverse and prevent all this chronic illness and old age, and you can live a much healthier, energetic, vital, long life. All right, John.
Yeah, right. In addition, as you know, the cost of health, and we call it sick care, really, it's really sick care in America is extremely high, and many people and businesses can't afford it. And many people do have health care insurance. We have a solution for this as well. So stay tuned, and we'll tell you all about this exciting new way to save a tremendous amount of money with a better, inexpensive new health sharing plan.
Yeah, that's going to be really good. Okay, so how about reading our mission statement, John?
Yeah, I'd love to share that. Our mission is to empower Americans, especially elders 60 and over, to achieve optimal mental, physical, and financial health, enabling them to live longer, healthier lives while having the energy and vitality for making a bigger positive impact in the world.
Right. And
So,
I just want to add this is not just for elders. This is for actually for all of our population. And we want you to know too that if you're someone who's maybe in your 30s or 40s and you probably still think you're probably pretty healthy and energetic, but maybe you're concerned about your health, your parents' health, your aging parents. So not only this is to help them, but it can help you as well because nobody wants to have to deal with with caring for aging people, and so we want you to get involved with this. First of all, so you don't have to think about this when you get old and become having bad health as you age. So this is really for everyone. We need everyone to step up and get involved, and we can together we can solve this health crisis that we're having in America. So
yeah,
let's
and what I'd like to do, Rico, is I'd like to just elaborate a little bit more about this because, our specialty is because we are ourselves elders. It's anybody who is connected to an elder. And like you said, everybody really is connected to an elder in one way, shape, form, or another. And the thing is, us elders are really painting a picture of where if we maintain whatever lifestyle we have, then it will manifest into an elder. And that's, there's all kinds of examples of people who are elders and they've lived a lifestyle that you may be living if you're in your 40s or 50s. That's the path that you'll be going down soon enough. So that's an awareness, that's a mindset that you have to understand that.
And that's a segue right into our show today, all about mindset. So all about mindset. How to create that positive mindset that's going to help us to create this American wellness revolution. And again, it's not only for people individually, but it's for our country. I think again, I just want to add this again. If you look back in the history of dominant societies throughout the world, one of the major reasons that for the demise of these dominant societies like America is today was when the majority of their population had poor health, and that's exactly where we're at today with America. So this is all about saving our country as well. So the first step is we got to have the right mindset. So I'll just start real quick here, John. And
I just want to add on to that too. This is
yeah,
a startling statistic. very, very disturbing is 70% of our draftable youth age are not fit to even be drafted. 70% of our
Yeah, yeah.
population who are draftable are not fit enough to even, get their foot in the door to say, I want to represent our country.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so the very first step in this movement and how we can all step up and do our part to make this American wellness revolution happen is we have to have the mindset that we are aware of the problem and not even pay attention to it and just go along our business like always. So we have to be aware that what is going on, and that's what the message that we're helping to get out to the American people. And then once we're aware of the crisis that we're dealing with and where it can end up and how catastrophic it is, then we have to believe that there's something that we can do, that we can help to make this changes, and we can reverse this wellness crisis in America. So just like with all major changes throughout history of everywhere, it always starts with a grassroots movement. It's the people standing up. It's never going to happen with any government legislation. It's going to happen when people are fed up and say, hey, we need to take control of our lives. So we all need to show up, we need to stand up, and we need to speak up.
Yep, we sure do. We sure do need to speak up. And that's one thing is taking, and this is again mindset, is that if you take 100% responsibility for your own persona, for who you are as a person, and not blame anybody else for your health situation, and take full responsibility for it, that you can understand with your mindset shift is that you are responsible for yourself. You are responsible. No one else really, it's kind of cold to say, but the doctors really don't care about you as much as they see you in our healthcare system as part of their business model. Let's keep that person. Let's just maintain them, to keep them to a point where we can still have touch points with them with medications, with advice that is not going to get them total wellness, but what it will do is it will help our business model to keep you as a lifetime customer to say, yeah, we'll take care of you the way we want to take care of you.
Yeah. Again, more people have to understand that unfortunately everything here, mostly in America right now, is all about the money. It's all about how much the bottom line for big corporations. So big pharma and big insurance companies and big medical associations, they're in business to make money. They're not really in business to serve you the best, to create good health. So that's why we got to step up and take responsibility. So that's the very first step. We all have to develop our own personal healthy lifestyles for us, or ourselves and our families. And that's what we can help you do. We've been doing this, and I've been training people for 43 years on how to develop your own personal wellness program. And we'll give you some more information about that in just a minute. So that's number one. You've got to realize that if you want to be healthy and energetic and not become old and sick and die way too young, then you got to develop your own personal wellness, healthy lifestyle. And number two is we've got to get educated, and this will be another show that we'll have coming up. We've got to stop purchasing all these products that are damaging our health, including food and cosmetics and all these toxic chemicals that are really destroying the health of our planet and the health of our population. So we got to start voting with our dollars. We got to purchase the things that are serving us well and serving our planet well, and not just the bottom line or the producer of these products.
Yeah, and that brings up another good point, Rico, is that our society, and this is where mindset comes in again, is our society is such that we have taken away what people think are choices. You go to a grocery store, and right in the middle aisles and on the fringes is where you're going to find products that are a little bit better for you. But the ones that are mainstream are ultra processed foods and sugar laden and salt laden products that are only good for the people who are taking them because the ConAgra or the food companies, I don't mean to single out ConAgra, but they're one of the big ones, is they want you to be hooked on their food in such a way that it all feeds into each other, where you get hooked on their food, you eat it, you don't feel too well, you go to the doctor says, well, you can't help your unhealthy habits, so you're going to continue to do it, so we'll just treat you with medications, we'll maintain you for whatever length of period that we can, and that you want to indulge with us, and we'll just keep you at a point where you're not going to feel your best, but at least we can stop the process of you really being immobile and not with it cognitively and all those great things. And it's a mindset. We've got to change that.
Yeah, it's a downward spiral when you get into that. When we're exposed to all these toxins in our environment, and we're exposed to all this unhealthy processed food and all the stress, and then the only alternative for most people see is to go to the doctor and take medications. You're trapped in that. It's a downward spiral. So we're going to change that about. Okay, and one more topic that we'll talk about in the future as well. We got to start voting for progressive representatives that will work for the critical changes that we actually need to make America all the things that we've been taking about it. And so I want to go over a few major points here. John, the biggest challenge we have is complacency for everything. There's so much things that people know that are not right in America, how things are going with our food, with our government, with our health, but it's just people think that there's nothing they can do about it. So that's what this show is all about. There is something you can do about it when we work together, when you change your mind. So the first thing we got to do is, right, John, we got to believe. You have to believe that you can make a difference and you can change it, not only for yourself, but for our whole population. So I think that's the first point that we want to talk about. Mindset is and here's a good thing, John. Talk a little bit more about beliefs, but real quickly, we can believe anything that we want, right? So just think about this for a second. Why would you want to believe anything that's not productive or doesn't serve you well, or it's not positive for you or for anybody else that you care about? Why believe? Why have any negative beliefs that are limiting you? So it just doesn't make any sense. So it's just like the old saying, whatever you believe, whether you believe you can or can't do something, you're right. If you believe that's just the way it is, we can't do anything about it, then you're stuck, you're a victim, and there's no hope. But that you don't have to believe that. See, you can believe like we do, there is hope, and then you can make a change. So that's the first thing you got to do is just catch yourself whenever you're having any kind of negative beliefs and saying, well, I don't think I can do anything about it. I'm just one little person, or I don't know, I can't change the government. No, yes, you can. So you got to change that belief.
Yep. And that's where we come in, Rico, is that we can give that little shift. All it takes is a little shift. It's a choice, and a decision that says, okay, I don't have to believe that I am a victim of my health. I don't have to believe that I'm a victim of our healthcare system. And it's a mindset shift that says our healthcare system, just because of the way things are today, and that's the truth, is that we have a very sick population in general. And it doesn't have to be that way for you. And if you have that mindset shift in your thinking, it says, this is not for me, even though I know nothing else, that's where we come in, is we can give you that first step, shifting your mind. And then from there, we've got a lot of great things that we can do to keep you on that path of wellness.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I want to let our audience know right now that I know it's one thing to say you can change your beliefs and you got to become more mindful and all this, but how do you actually do that? Well, I actually have a free ebook. It's called Real Clear, Real Fast. How to get really clear on what you are thinking and what you're believing and how those things are holding you back, and what do you do in order to change those beliefs and to not let limiting beliefs control your life, and also how to set goals that you actually are going to be able to accomplish. So at the end of the show, you'll see in the show description where you can get a free copy of that book, Real Clear, Real Fast. That'll be really helpful for you. And in doing what we're asking you to do is to change your mindset and change your life. So I think we let people. I think that's hopefully they understand what we're talking about here. Here's a really good saying from the famous football player Jerry Rice, who was the all-time top receiver and receiving touchdowns in NFL history. He says, "Today I will do what others won't do, so tomorrow I can accomplish what others can't." That's so good. I heard a story about him, John, in practice. One of this, like all-American rookie receiver got drafted by the 49ers in one of the first days in the training camp. They were, having receivers run out and quarterbacks were throwing them passes just to practice catching. And then once they caught the pass, they just tossed the ball to a ball guy, and then they'd walk back to get in line again. And then when Jerry Rice's turn came, Jerry Rice took off and they threw him the pass, and he ran all the way to the end zone, and then he ran back. And after the end of the practice, the guy asked him, "Jerry, how come you, when we're just practicing catching, how come you run and then run all the way to the end zone?" He says, "Because that's my mindset. Every time I catch the ball, I'm going to the end zone. And if you don't practice that way, you're not going to go to the end zone." That's so cool, isn't it?
That's very cool. That's very cool. He really went the extra mile just because of his mindset.
Going the extra mile. Okay, so now we want to tell you, you may be asking, okay, I hear you guys. I want to get on board. I want to do this. What do I need to do first? Well, again, the first thing you got to do is work on your beliefs. And we also have a tool that can really help you with that. You want to talk about Maury's mindset tool just real quickly, John?
Yes, I would like to. Is that, like we've been just repeating it over and over again, it's a mindset. But how do you get your mindset to actually shift? We have innovative technology. We have tools. We have people who are cutting edge about how to change your mindset, because our mindset can go so deep into us that it's beyond our subconscious. And what we have is a tool, and it's a free resource for you. We're giving it to you at no charge. It's Maury Zelkovich, and what he's got is Mind Trainer Pro, and he uses special binaural beats. He uses all this technology that all I know is it works. All I know is it works. And what it will do is, with positive affirmations repeated to your subconscious mind. And if you do it, I do it 30 minutes a day, and I've been doing it for about 9 months now. And it's amazing about what we can do to shift our mindset, to open it up to a point where we're looking at and welcoming new ideas that are in our best interest. And we will be offering that at the end of this talk here, that we will be offering the mindset shift that is technology oriented, that can get you some tremendous results.
Yeah. So again, we'll put all these links of things that we're offering you. They'll be in the show description, so you'll be able to take advantage of those. Okay. Now, I also want to say, we mentioned that you need to develop your own personal wellness program if you are going to give yourself the best opportunity to stay healthy and vital and energetic and live a much healthier, energetic life, and never be old. And you don't have to worry about, going to all these medical doctors and taking all these medications and all that stuff. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 43 years. I've been a personal trainer and wellness coach here in San Diego, and I developed what I call the ageless living lifestyle. It's a complete mind, body, and spiritual wellness system that will give you the best opportunity to avoid old age and disease and live a healthier life. So we'd like to really help you get started. We know it's one thing to get all enthusiastic, right, John, and say, okay, I'm going to start a healthy eating program, and I'm going to start exercising, and I'm going to get better sleep and reduce stress. But it's kind of hard to do it on your own. Everybody's so busy these days. So the first thing I would encourage you to do is go to our main website, agelessliving.lifestyle.com, and there we have a free aging assessment. So first of all, you can take the aging assessment and see how well you're doing. And if you don't like the results, you can book a free call with me there. It's a totally free call. We'll just discuss what health and fitness or nutrition challenges you're having, and I'll do my best to get you going on the right track and give you some quick and easy solutions that will get you going on the right track. And then if you're interested, I can tell you about, I do have online coaching programs where I can work with anybody no matter where you live in the United States or even out of the country. We can work on Zoom. So I have a whole complete. I have two different online coaching programs that we can discuss. I can tell you about it, and we'll give some links again where you can check those out as well. So we're here to help you. We've got all the resources and things that you need to do what we're asking you and want you to do. So we can make this American wellness revolution happen.
Right.
So
And Rico, I'd like to throw this out here.
yeah,
Is that you're a legend. I'm so honored to have you as my co-host. And the reason why, at your age, 83, you've lived by example your life, and you can coach people to a point where they get results because they will listen to you as you lead by example. In fact, some of the people on this call have heard of Jack LaLanne. I think that you are today's modern age Jack LaLanne in such a way that you've got the knowledge, you've got the know-how, and you've got the coaching ability to teach people your life, your lifestyle.
I appreciate that, John. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate your enthusiasm and your passion for this and all that you offer us here. I really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to play. We got about 4 or 5 minutes left. I'm going to play a short a video for you guys. And then when we come back, John's going to tell you all about Impact Health, how you can really get a lot better insurance for a heck of a lot more money.
Wake up.
All right. Come on. Doesn't seem to be playing, John. Let me try one more time.
Do you wake up?
Oh, there we go.
Do you wake up feeling exhausted, stiff, and sore? Do you feel like no matter how hard you try, those extra pounds won't budge, and the energy and vitality you once had are slipping further away? If this sounds like you, don't give up. Feeling tired and immobile isn't your destiny. It's not too late to take back your energy, your youthful shape, and feel great in your body again. Meet Rico, America's healthy aging trainer, creator of the Aging Living Lifestyle and the Vitality for Life Wellness Program. At age 83, Rico has the moves and vitality of someone half his age and has a fitness age of just 35. For over 40 years, Rico has helped hundreds of people just like you regain their energy and vitality. That's agelessliving.lifestyle.com/coaching to learn more and book your free call with Rico to see if you or your parents are a good fit for this transformational program.
All right. We're back with John Tiger Jew.
Well,
he's an amazing golfer. He's going to be on the senior tour golf tour soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's my mindset.
Well, I'm sorry. We only got 2 minutes left, John. So tell them about the Impact Wellness Program.
Yes, we have discovered the conduit between our broken healthcare, sick care system and people who are involved in it. I'd say 90% of our population relies on our broken healthcare system for not only their well-being and their health and their maintenance and their medications that they're on. That is treating the symptoms. That's not the answer. And what we have is a lifestyle with habits that will treat the root causes. And that's how you get healthier, is treating your root causes. And what we have discovered and what is out there, and it's been this concept has been around for about 40 years, but right now, because of technology, it's taking effect.
Tell me about Impact Health. We've only got about a minute left.
Impact Health Sharing.
Yeah.
In there right now. Impact Health Sharing is the conduit between our broken healthcare system and our lifestyle medicine. And what it is, it's going to lower your premiums by 50%, as well as avoiding the healthcare costs that are coming up December 31st. It's going to be another 50% is where you're going to go with this. And what it is, it's about sharing your health with the community, and it's sharing your hospital bills with the community. And it's going to be taking effect in such a way that everybody who wants to save money and have a better path to wellness is going to be on it.
Yeah, so well, good. So thank you, John, for that. Yeah, we'll definitely have that information, how you can learn more. You can contact John and how you can learn more about how you might get involved with Impact Health and save yourself, especially if you're a business owner. You can really save a lot of money on the health care for your employees. So thanks everybody for being here, and we look forward to having you on our next show. Thank you very much.